I know we're not often on YouTube Live. I'm on Facebook Live. I have to admit, I've got more people follow me on Facebook than YouTube. Although I'm in top 10%, I believe, in the world.
Oh,
You know.
wow. Fantastic.
So, look, hopefully I've got that right. You know, demographics may change and so forth. Whatever though, it's not about what I've got, it's about what we're here to see in Trowbridge. So I know we've got listeners from overseas as well, not just UK listeners, because on YouTube you can actually see where your listeners come from, or your subscribers. So Trowbridge, Wiltshire, Market Town, this particular property, about 200 years old?
200 years old?
Yeah, it's about 1840.
Look, and I'll be absolutely frank, you mentioned a website I've never heard before. I open my hands up. The website, how you source this property was?
Oh, Property Link.
Property Link. Maybe I have seen it, but it hasn't made
It's
any...
just a website for buying and selling and renting commercial property.
It's a great platform, Property Link. There can be hundreds of things on there which are millions of pounds, but there's loads of things on there which are
Available to developers
Hundreds.
of all sizes.
hundreds of thousands as well.
Yeah.
So look, of course there's challenges in every project, but sometimes one of the ways to overcome those challenges is having, look, some free advertising. It's good, isn't it? He's clever.
Yeah.
I've been on many sites before. He's the first one who's, you know, shown that initiative.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
Right, I should be using Copydex and a yellow felt tip.
Yeah. So look, in terms of one question I ask you, and it may be fairly obvious, but you can't do permitted development on a commercial property.
There's one class that you can, and
Oh,
that's
sorry?
flats above shops. But other than that, you know, you're in the realms of full planning.
Because it's a listed building.
It's a listed building, and that scares an awful lot of developers. But it needn't, because, you know, I mean, you've got a first listed building in 1988.
Wow.
Did you know? Yeah.
I
I was
know
still
you
at school.
Oh, the biggest
I
phenomenon.
was as well, Jing was it?
You know what? Touchwood to date, we've never had a planning application fail. So full planning is perfectly possible. And this went through, this is like ex-Woolen Mill, grade 2 listed, into 7 townhouses. Planning went through in 9 weeks.
Look, one quick question. The website, your website is?
www.convertingproperty.com is kind of what we do. So
And
that's it.
one key question, so it's a really quick snapshot, because I'm sure you're going to be in London very soon. Why not do apartments? Why houses?
Come on.
There's too many unsold flats and apartments in Trowbridge in the market town, so if we've created apartments, we've already added to the unsold stock. Secondly, when we worked out the figures, the profit was nearly double the 7 townhouses. So less quantity, but a different product doubled the actual profit. And that's what counts, not the GDP, it's the profit at the end of the day.
But if I could just quickly add to that though, even if this building was given to us for nothing, you must make sure there is demand that people want to buy it at the end or rent it at the end. Otherwise, you're spending all your money fixing it up and nobody wants to live there. So you must do your research, find out that there is demand to either live or rent there.
Look, I'm on the way to see Evan McDonald from Melt Homes, Gloucestershire. So the National Development Summit moves on. So last week it was in Scotland, of course now here in Wiltshire, and now to Gloucestershire. So
Trying to catch the
So I want to say huge thanks, because there's a lot I learned which isn't on the camera, which isn't on video, you know, particularly about the different gradings and, you know, just the insights about why architects may not always consider things as well. So look, huge thanks for joining myself, and huge thanks Joe and Jane.
Oh, it's been lovely
Thank
showing
you.
you around, Brendan.